Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Girl, Why You Still Single? It's your favorite podcast host, Dion Chalette, and your girl is ready to get on these ones and twos today, y'all. So, I am fresh off the Super Bowl weekend, and I just want to tell y'all I had an amazing time. When I say I enjoyed myself, I let my hair down, I got cute, and I hung out and celebrated my city. I enjoyed myself, y'all. Now, the only thing that I really feel like I regret is not taking off on Monday morning. But I feel like the highlight of my weekend was just, being in the midst of everybody and just enjoying and seeing everybody with smiles on their faces and laughing and enjoying the amazing entertainment over the weekend. Not only the entertainment, but the scenery. Oh my gosh, downtown Tampa is so beautiful. And on top of that, just to slap some good food and some amazing company and some amazing vibes. Listen, this weekend was definitely unmatched. Like, I really enjoyed myself. So, congratulations to the Buccaneers. Thank y'all for securing a bag. Hey, go Buccaneers. Let's run this thing back next year so we can do this thing all over again. It may not be in Tampa, but listen, at this point, we willing to travel. So that brings us right into Valentine's weekend. And since I feel so much love in the air, I felt like I wanted to share just a little something special with you guys about something that I have been doing to better prepare and being more intentional about living in my singleness. So something that helps me with my celibacy journey, I created a journal specifically for my future husband, and it's titled Dear My Future Husband. So I got this idea because last year I read an article how a woman, she started to write to her fiance, and then on her wedding night she presented him with the journal. And I just thought that was like overly adorable. So I was like, I'm gonna do the same thing. Every time I feel like I get tempted to go back to my past, or every time I feel like I'm getting distracted, or when I'm feeling lonely, or just even when I just want to write and vent about something, I pull out my journal. I write about my feelings, I write about my day, I write about things that I only want my husband to know. And I know this might sound a little, crazy or outside the box, but I feel like it allows me to release, and instead of having meaningless conversations with some random people, I feel like this is just a way for me to share with my future husband not only how far I've come, but what it took for me to become his wife. And it kind of sort of provides me with an outlet to vent and, just to keep me intentional and focused on the prize, which is my husband. And no, I may not have met him yet, but as I write, I feel connected, and it gives me hope and it gives me peace that he is out there somewhere. And sometimes I feel like he's closer than I really think. So I wanted to share the very first excerpt from my journal. And it reads, January 1st, 2020. Dear my future husband, as I enter into this new decade, I wanted to do something new, something different. In the past, I have made lists, long lists, very long lists. I have prayed continuously. All the time I pray. And I have talked to God about meeting you. The answer I receive from God is always prepare. Prepare emotionally, financially, physically, and mentally, and most importantly, spiritually. I want you on this journey with me, sharing my thoughts, my experiences, my emotions, my struggles, good and bad. And I'm extremely excited because as I prepare, I know that you are in prayer and preparation as well. And when our paths collide, it will truly be God's divine plan. So, cheers to the next phase of my life I call my preparation season. I know y'all like, oh, she's so gushy. I know you guys are calling me all kinds of hopeless romantics, but one thing I know for sure is that I'm serious, y'all. I'm really serious about living intentionally. I'm really serious about finding my helpmate, my husband. And if I'm not intentional about the things that I do and how I respond and how I act and how I present myself to the world, then I know that I am only delaying what God has promised me. So I feel like if I have to think outside the box, if I have to, be different from everybody else, or if I just have to simply be me, I'm going to do it because I know that just by being me, I will be closer to God's promises. So every time I pick up my journal, my entire thought process is just pray and prepare. Just as I'm praying and preparing for my husband, I know that my husband is praying and preparing for me. Now, since I don't let y'all all the way into my journal, and I normally don't, read my journal out loud, I got some homework assignments for y'all this week. So, for my singles, what are you doing in your spare time to keep you focused on future bae? And if you have already secured the bae, help us singles and talk through how you use your spare time to prepare for bae, or to stay focused while preparing for bae. So I just want to encourage the singles this week. As we enter into this holiday weekend, I know that it can be hard, going into Valentine's Day weekend, not having a significant other, not having a boyfriend, not having a husband. Sometimes, that can weigh on you mentally. But I just want to encourage you all I want you all to pray first of all, and to understand the never-ending love of God. And know that He will keep you not just throughout this month of love, but throughout your journey, period. What type of choices are you going to make this weekend? Are you going to be a victim to where's bae? Or are you going to embrace the moment and choose to make the best of your time? Loving God, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to love God. I'm going to continue to love me. And I'm going to live in the manifestation of God's promises. So I want to take a time out. I'm going to pour me a glass of wine. And I'm going to cheers with you to living intentionally. Let's cheers to tables for ones. Most importantly, let's cheers to embracing our singleness. Again, thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Girl, Why Are You Still Single?